Whether you're a graphic designer, interior designer, an architect, or working in a field related to design or anything that requires visual language, mood boards are a very powerful tool to communicate your ideas and intentions to clients. But it takes time to prepare and format these images that you find related to any subject that you're working on. For example, interior accessories, material selections, paints, anything that you can think of. So until now, we have Canva and all these Creative Suite apps, InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, and all that stuff. But aligning things, images into a grid still requires some manual labor, right? So this tool called Pinterest Mood Exporter takes your Pinterest mood boards, or boards especially, or any item that is seen on the screen and converts them, extracts these images by clicking extract board images, and it scans for all the images and opens them as a grid shaped format, which allows you to adjust columns, grid spacing, maximum image count, allows you to reorder. And for example, especially if you are using this tool or needing this tool for presentations, then you can select this canvas shape into, for example, a wide format. And now it aligns everything perfectly on a grid that fits it into a 16 by 9 format. So what's more important is, for example, you can edit these images. You can select one, delete one, and then maybe adjust it like this. For example, if you want to emphasize something, for example, into related to something to color, you can double click and you can click and drag to adjust cropping, reorder it like this. Of course, it updates the grid accordingly. Or if you double click again, it will even make it larger and make it smaller on the third double click. So it allows you to selectively create your mood boards and export them as high resolution PNGs or PDFs and for print. So what's more beautiful is, for example, you can go on, if you don't have a specific idea or direction, for example, let's say you're working in architecture or interior architecture design. So now you can, for example, extract all of these images without creating a specific mood board and click here, extract board images, and it scrolls down infinitely and until you're saying okay. Since it's a not pre-made board, it will scroll down infinitely. So you can finish it and open, and it will arrange all of these tens of images into a high resolution grid. Of course, this is too small for viewing, but if you decrease the maximum image count like this, okay, then it will be more reasonable, let's say. So you can again arrange them or randomize sizes to have some, I don't know, this might be a use case for inspiration boards that are to be hung on your studio. So you can export it as a PNG, but if you want to print it as a huge board, you can go to the masonry layout and canvas shape to free endless, and then decrease this grid columns and maximize image count. Okay, it can go on pretty long downside, so I'll export it as PNG. If there are too many images, it will take more time, of course. And you'll see that this exported is as a 37 megabyte PNG, which is pretty huge. It takes the high-res original images and writes them into this, so it will be printable on your studio maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'll dive more into the other functionalities, but this is the introductory video. One additional thing that might interest you that is that, for example, you can convert these into a screensaver with another extension, Chrome extension called Pin Screener. So like this. So think of it as a live inspiration board. And when you click on a thing that you liked, it goes on to the pins referenced board, let's say referenced website. So, okay, we'll talk about these more later. Check out the description for the links to these Chrome extensions, and hope this saves you time. See you on the next video.